So I graduated from the University of Iowa in 2008, and I have degrees in English and journalism. I wrote for the Daily Iowan during my whole time at Iowa, and I had a radio show on KRUI. Was it 89.7? I think that's what it is still, called the Early Morning Airstrike. And I think that gave me a lot of like career options because I had such a background in journalism. Unfortunately, in 2008, that was when the recession hit. And so there were like, I feel like everybody says that there are no jobs when you graduate, but I kid you not, there were no jobs when I graduated. So I took an internship in San Francisco at a magazine called Ode Magazine. They're based in San Francisco and in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. And that was not my favorite thing I ever did, gotta say. Sometimes you'll take internships that you don't like and you just learn that you don't want to do that and move on. It's not a big deal. But it's kind of cool to take a risk and move to a city where you have no friends. And I ended up like renting a house from this really nice lady, renting a room from this really nice lady who was like 50 and had a 4-year-old daughter. And I was like, how are you doing this all on your own? So I think right off from the get-go, I kind of realized that there are no like paths. You just kind of do whatever you have to. But then I moved back to Chicago. I started doing a lot of comedy and improv in Chicago, which is something I did kind of casually throughout college and high school. And I got a job finally working at the Goodman Theater, where I managed their sales department for almost 4 years. And it's kind of weird to have it like, because you need to have a degree to get through life. You just do. It helps you in innumerable ways. But it's not like you need to have taken a post-colonial literature class to sell somebody tickets to theater, you know? So that was kind of a funny thing that I ended up doing for a really long time while I pursued comedy, stand-up, sketch, and improv. During that whole time, I worked also side jobs at the Second City and at Improv Olympic, which has helped me now be where I am now. So I moved to Los Angeles about 2 years ago. I would have moved a year earlier, but I got hit by a car riding my bike in Chicago and broke my pelvis in a bunch of places. So moved a year after I would have, and got a job working at Loyola Marymount University, where I worked because I have a background in like film, TV, performing theater and stuff. I worked at the film school there. Basically, English degrees, you can kind of spin them any way you want. If you have an interest in something else, having an English degree is awesome because you can communicate effectively, and people like see English and they're like, oh, you know how to talk to a crowd of people, even if that's not necessarily true. You'll learn, you'll be fine. And what else? I stopped working at Loyola over the summer because I got new representation and I booked 2 national commercials. So now I am just a commercial actor. And I write freelance on the side and do sketch shows at the Second City and Improv Olympic out here in Los Angeles. So what a whirlwind of a life. And I'm not even 30, guys. Your life is just beginning. Yeah. I don't know. Does that give you like a good portrayal of who I am as a human?
No, that's